Wonderful coffee. Are you serious? That is awesome. Well, Bernie Sanders gets booed. Bernie gets booed. Why? Because he told his followers to elect Hillary Clinton as president. In Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, in a remarkable display of resistance, Senator Bernie Sanders was vigorously booed by his own supporters Monday as he urged them to rally around Hillary Rodham Clinton and to defeat Donald Trump for president. Later, as the Democratic National Convention opened, more boos rained down when Mrs. Clinton's name was mentioned. In response, Mr. Sanders sent a signed text message to his delegates saying, "I ask you, as a personal courtesy to me, to not engage in any kind of protest on the floor. It's of utmost importance you explain this to your delegation." Bernie. Now, officials are saying that Sanders' campaign approached the Clinton campaign Monday afternoon urgently, fearful that tensions were raw among the delegates following the release of the hacked emails from the Democrat National Committee, and that the DNC chairwoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, said she would resign at the end of the week, and went further on Monday, foregoing her role during the convention. But Sanders officials said they remained concerned that his supporters would act out during the proceedings. And so he was very, very, very concerned on how ugly it was going to get. Now, they booed Debbie Wasserman Schultz off the stage yesterday morning. Her own Florida delegation did. And she was trying to hold a private little breakfast with them, and they just booed her out of the building. So she's resigned. She's gone. She's not giving speeches. The crowds were still chanting, "Bernie, Bernie." They were still booing when Hillary Clinton's name was mentioned. But what was amazing was the news media tripping over top them. Chuck Todd and Rachel Maddow and Chris Matthews and Angela Mitchell and all of them just literally tripping over themselves, trying to brag on how that this party was amazingly coming together, that it was an unbelievable day, and that already that it has outshined last week's Republican convention, which they called chaotic and out of control. Listen, folks, this is a fractured situation. The people do not want Clinton. They're tired of the cronyism. They're tired of the crookedness. They're tired of the corruption. They're tired of the communism that's coming from what they call progressive platform, which is nothing more than a super socialism. Bernie put a lot of that into the platform to get Hillary to sign off on it so that he would step out of the way. This is a mess, folks. This is an absolute mess in Philadelphia. But you're going to see the media is going to turn this around with an unbelievable love fest for Mrs. Clinton. So let's see how this thing works out. But I can say this, Bernie gets booed, and we're going to talk about that. There's a whole lot to talk about as we're living in the last days. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. 12 noon Eastern. My guest will also be country music gospel singer Kevin Wilson, country gospel singer Kevin Wilson. And we'll be playing some of his songs off his new CD and talking with him, interviewing him live. So don't miss it. 12 noon Eastern. My website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com.